Hello, worldwide viewers, and welcome to Rocco's Daily Reading. Today is September 1st, so welcome to this new month. I hope you had a satisfying week so far. Today is the new moon, so this is going to be your new moon reading. A lot of people listen to readings and think that some messages aren't for them perhaps, while some are. And in the end, the ones that are for them are the ones that make them do the smallest effort in changing positively. That isn't the way that it's supposed to be always. Sometimes we can all the time think that something is positive, and we can all the time think that the messages that we resonate with and we love the most are the ones for us, not sometimes, all the time. Today, for your own happiness and self-belief, we are using Sonia, that's the booklet of the cards, Showcat Oracle cards, and that is the first time that I'm using this physical deck of cards, so I haven't really studied in depth but I think that the aim of this deck is to be homey, is to be intuitive, is to be at close hand with everyone. The angels are pointing me to the angel number 222, 222. You can Google or research online anywhere upon the meaning of angel numbers. Most of the information you get is trustworthy. Especially you want to look at Doreen Virtue's website and just avoid where it contradicts the Bible and God and life itself, saying that 666 could be a positive number. 666 is the number of the beast, or the number of the anti-human being called Satan or Lucifer. We don't want to be associated with that, and we are aware that as an angel he fell already, so his number cannot be an angel number. Okay, so for this new moon reading, what the angels are telling us today is that we already have to accept love more. That's the card that's coming out before the reading, and it matches the color of my shirt. That's pink, so t-shirt. So I guess that I have to accept love more. The difference between a psychic and a client that goes to a psychic is that the client isn't aware that he sometimes has to improve, while the psychic does. That's one of the differences. Also, that the magician's powers are awakened in this lifetime, whereas the client's power are dormant or sleeping, or in, say, put it funny, in sneezing mode. Your magical powers, if you aren't, you practicing angel, which the term isn't contradictory, as most of you know. There's angels who teach magic, everything positive. Life is magical already. There isn't a negative connotation that God wanted to use for the term magic, or for energy work that's healing, or for the calling forth of angels. etc. There are misconceptions, and they can be everywhere because the human nature is perfect at origin, but then it depends what we add to it. So, as a preliminary type of information, as a starter, we would say, if we were at a restaurant, be more accepting of love means that we don't want to go the opposite direction of love. We want to face love directly, as it's something that really enriches us in depth and really, really tells us that we want to be protected and tells us that we want to be free. Okay, as usual, like with every new moon, and we will say a few words on the symbology of the new moon in general and what it means for the moon to be new and to be in the sign of Virgo. We first will do the new moon reading. One card for each of the 12 zodiac signs. Deep inside myself, I'm laughing because I watched a movie the other day called Zodiac, after the serial killer, and I think how a lot of times we jeopardize our relationship with the divine because of rumors, because of subliminal messages, or because of something that other people think. Today's first sign, and the first sign of the zodiac, so what to expect for Aries from now to moments before the next new moon is, I'm shuffling the deck, and this looks like an amazing deck of cards that I didn't know. The author seems to be interesting, and I think most of her philosophy, so to speak, is something that we all should pluck and cherish. Philosophy is that thing that makes our mind, or should make our mind and our heart go at the same rate. So the heart dominates our whole being through the philosophy that is expressed with genuine words, terms, etc. First card of today is for Aries. It's called Drop It. Perhaps as the very fiery and proud beings that you are, this message comes as a reminder that the more that we elevate ourselves, the more that we, in order to fly, that we have to drop what's not necessary. That could be physical people, that could be a project that's unsuccessful, that could be a program, that could be something that we wanted to do, that could be food, that could be a whole lot of things. But are we going to have our whole refrigerator stink because there's a rotten, say, lemon in it, and just, it stinks like crazy, and if we wait in moments more, then we would have to throw away all the healthy food that we have, to sacrifice all this money, energy, food, work, your work, the work of the person selling the food, the work of the person, again, plucking the fruit and the vegetables, the ones people grow in them. Do we have to sacrifice all this, which is our life, for a moron, like I say in the US? Do we have to sacrifice for an idiot? Do we commit suicide in general, and do we commit suicide because someone else is retarded? No. So what do? We leave these people beings so that we, as trees, can grow, and with all of these fruits fall, they're all healthy at the beginning, and then when they have to find their own ways, and then the seed will come out and perhaps they'll become trees, and one day maybe they'll be enlightened, whether it's in this lifetime or in the future, perhaps never. For some of them, they'll live lives that are not good, until Jesus comes back. Perhaps they won't even accept him in their heart, and they'll be damned forever, and that's the end of the story. So especially for Satanists, it's right to say that these people will reincarnate forever if they choose to be forever Satanists, until they won't need to reincarnate anymore, because they will be damned for eternity. And that's it. So without making it too dramatic, Sonia Choquette tells us that we should drop it. So drop it means to let it go, some other authors said, but I like drop it too. It's very explicit. So perhaps some of you received a call from a friend saying, you know what, I need to talk to you. And it's the 50th time they need to talk to you, and they never want to grow, never want to improve, seldom admit their mistakes, really want to be in touch with you when you need some help, and so on and so forth. So who are they to demand, to claim perhaps your help right now that you need it, when they were not there ever for you in the first place? It's confusing for us to have to do these things, and Aries fall into this trap of helping everyone, not because they're generous, but because they want to show to themselves, not even to another person, that they're strong, and they want to be forever attracted by their own negativity, in the sense that they want to be forever in the state of, in this case, in the state of fiery and aggressive and almost uncontrollable, unstoppable force that devours everything it meets. And sometimes, you might just face or encounter or see in the middle of this that you are somatizing or metabolizing things that are not on your path. It's because you want to show yourself that you, just like Terminator, you can do everything, but it's not worth to ruin your health, well-being, and perhaps mood, not even to help, but to so that everyone is on board. That's not even Noah's Ark. That was just a few animals, one for each species, and him. Don't recall if someone else was there, but just a few, the few and the proud, a few people, and a couple of animals, and then that's already an historical event. Now, do you want to carry everything and everyone with you at all times just because that makes you feel strong, and then you end up not making it? And how will you feel? Is that constructive pride? I don't think so. So drop people, things, objects, plans, and everything that's not on your path now. Amen. They are dropped. The angels don't need your explicit and verbalized consent. What is enough is that you let go and let God. So that was Aries. It's going to be an exciting month for you if you just learn to disregard what's not on your way. Taurus. So this is fun. Fun, funny fun. And We are today surrounded by the lovely spirits that are called into my home today just for you. And if you want to offer them a purple, light purple candle today, they're saying that they will like it. Don't ask for anything, just light up a candle for them and you'll have surprises. That's good for today. So we're surrounded by elves, I was saying. Elves are not mischievous creatures. They're not related to your grandmother, and they're not very attracted to humans. That's what they're saying. Okay. Taurus, say thank you. A lot of authors say that when we receive a gift, we thank the person giving us that gift by saying thank you. That's not a bad suggestion, although we could add that we say thank you with a grateful heart. Taurus is very generous, and perhaps if the ego comes into play, will not accept generosity coming from outside sources, because he was going to be the one helping everyone all alone. So we see that Aries, say top priority is perhaps strength, okay, because it's fire. So we want to be as strong as holding, the world in the palm of our hands, just like in the Charlie Chaplin's movie about Hitler, that he's playing with the world, that is an inflated balloon in the movie until it explodes, because it didn't pay attention. Then here we want to help. I'm not even sure how much strength people think that a demon will give them, but in the end, it's no real strength. It's the strength to go against the current of life. However, it could manifest itself. So if it's a physical stream and life tells the salmon to go upstream, then Satan will tell the salmon to go downstream, and so on. Okay. If you feel all this playful energy and all this uplifting mood, it's the elves working for you. And I want to send a lot of elf blessings to my friend and client Nicole Satchel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but spirits know what I mean and who I mean. And I want to bless her today that she will in any way receive what she needs to be even more spiritually enlightened. I'm saying this because I have a class with her later on. So if you want to have a class with me and learn about magic, you can contact me at esotericservices.america@gmail.com and inquire about the different classes. I have a few reviews on my Esoteric Services Facebook page. If not, you can just click on my friends list on Facebook, and if someone is a client of mine, you can certainly contact them and see how I do these things, if they can trust, if I'm to be trusted. Never hide who you are. So saying thank you means saying that you want to be in that state of peace, that you are doing everything that you're required to do, and it's good manners. And it's good manners to say thank you to someone who really helped you. And it's good manners to say thank you to someone who is your friend. And it's good manners to say thank you, especially above being it good manners, because that's not what life is in the end. It's especially the law that you receive something and then you say thank you. The law isn't just like Aleister Crowley said, just to what did he say? Just do whatever you want to do, and then something will happen. Now it's okay. Some people take symbols too literally, perhaps, but it's okay to do everything that you want, but it's not okay to do everything that Satan wants. People in history got these two confused, and they ended up doing what the voice that a lot of psychiatrists would call madness, and some spiritualists call Lucifer, would tell him to do. This led him to madness in the end, so it's not that you cannot be happy, but learn to distinguish among all these things that you like to do, that you want to do, what hurt the cosmic awareness around you and what do not. So, after Taurus comes Gemini. Gemini is telling us that we, or you, should change the scenery. Looking at the picture, it makes me think that you have the power with your creativity to create both positive and negative realities. Just like, again, Aleister Crowley had the power to create positive and negative realities. He definitely had to be a magician in that lifetime. Okay, most times he chose to create a negative reality. Sometimes he chose to create a positive reality. First of all, for himself. Because you don't create a reality for God. You create, as a magician, a reality for yourself. And maybe before that, you create a reality that you can offer the spiritual world and you can offer to the source as a moment of being thankful. Change the scenery, Gemini, because you have done a lot of things lately that you weren't supposed to do, that your mother wouldn't agree on, but especially that God doesn't like. For that reason, you throw that away and you welcome the new and change the scenery in your life. How do we do that? We realize what scenery needs to be off, and we want to focus on the scenery that needs to be on. Then the scenery is created with an act of thought, image, and verbalization. Say, I want to change the scenery in this. Please, God, help me through it. And then the scenery is changed. I don't want to talk more because I don't want to gratify your ego. Geminis really misbehaved during this month. Some of you drank too much. Some of you said words that weren't supposed to say. Some of you evoked demons. I don't know, some of you thought they were cool or too cool for school. Some of you didn't love the elves enough. all things that are bringing you to the point where you either bring disgrace upon your life or you change the scenery. Sometimes we have to decide, and that time for you, Gemini, has come already now. Cancer, I'm getting 2 cards for Cancer. Cancers will find these cards reassuring, okay? It says, first card that came out says, decide the outcome. And the second card that is coming out says, you are safe. Decide the outcome, because the outcome is something that we can change. Life is telling us that the outcome can be changed if we connect to God more, and if we do that, He is going to let us press the right buttons to see what that's close to the other card, but the other card in this case has a slightly different tone, okay? How do I know? I've never used these cards because I'm hearing voices in my head that are spirit voices that are guiding me to guide you. Also, I have intuition experience. My soul remembers when I was a metaphysical person in other lives, when I was perhaps a monk, or perhaps a priest, or perhaps a pope, or perhaps the son of someone important, the daughter of someone important, someone who researched, or I was an idiot, but I learned it the hard way. So all of these lives count exactly the same to God, idiot or king, but you have to understand that if you are an idiot, you have a lot to learn, and if you are a king, you have so much more to learn, because the idiot is the fool of Tarot. That is the enlightened figure of it. The king, unless it's the king of Israel, so Christ, the king in the terms of how it's usually meant, say a king of the Roman Empire. The king is stupid, so the king has to be instructed on what has to be done, okay? The king eventually can be wise, exactly as the idiot is wise already. So you Cancerians must take that leap of faith and I want to send out blessings and greetings. I don't think she'll ever watch the video, but blessings and greetings to Lucy Cavendish, who is a very refined, very sophisticated, and very sensitive Cancerian soul, who is a white witch or white magician, who is very connected to fairies, and I just wanted to say hi because I remembered this famous person, this VIP, so to speak, that is Cancer. So we are able as Cancerians, and a little bit of the zodiac is in every one of us, so I'm using first plural pronoun for that reason. We can decide the outcome every time. It's not like Geminis cannot, but Cancers are more facilitated this month to speak and let it be. So you speak it, and so it is, okay? Also, you're safe if you were worried about something that made you feel unsafe, uncomfortable, not secure in your house, in your workplace, at your mom's crib, etc. Then the angels are reminding you that you are safe and that you are loved, okay? So don't worry about a thing. Shuffling the deck to Leo. Leos might not require a lot of time this month because everything will be perfect for them. Let's see what we have here. Leos. Oops, I thought it would have been better. I see a couple of squirrels, I'm sorry. Give more. That's funny. Card 23, so 2 and 3 is 5. An original tarot, that's the Hierophant or Pope, so a card for unity. Archangel Sandalphon, bless you. And when you are united in a couple, you want to give more. Not always about you because you're perfect. See, you believed it this time too. Not always all about you, because all the planets turn around the sun and everything is about you. But sometimes you are a very generous soul already, but lately you've been stuck in business and mindful thinking, and now you have to pay the price. So give more to other people and be more generous. The elves know already what the squirrel's energy is like, and they know that it's very intellectual and very inside their own mind and their own spirit. So the squirrels are your totem animal, if you want to use that terminology. Totem meaning a sculpture that should be positive, isn't always, but should be positive in the middle of nature calling the spirits around it. But sometimes in physical totems we find strange faces that remind us of demons and other beings of darkness. So be open-minded and give more to God and give more to life, and life will give more to you. Otherwise, it'll give you less. And you'll have less to brag about. That's all I have to tell you today. So don't come looking for me. Now I can't believe it, we're there. Isn't she the star of the zodiac today? Isn't she? Of course, you're saying yes. Isn't she that's true. I haven't picked it. I don't know this stuff. Is this? And then they're telling me to get over myself. Yeah, I'm trying. So someone among you should change that room setting that they thought they were going to change today. They're telling me the name. I don't want to reveal it. I don't want to make it too personal. But take your time. I don't think you're a Virgo. Virgos are, on the other hand, very focused on their the part of the brain that's pure rationality. So Virgos are very intellectual, because all Virgos are dominated by the ineffable planet called Mercury, and Mercury is pure alchemical work towards perfection. And a lot of people confuse Mercury with the god Mercury, and the god Mercury isn't the planet Mercury, because the planet Mercury was created by God Jehovah, and God Jehovah sent the fallen angel Mercury down to hell, which is where it lays. So the reason why these demons are called after a certain planet and we think that they're gods, it's because they represent by how they talk of themselves, and of course they lie some qualities that and so on and so forth. Okay, so if we want Venus energy, we call upon Haniel. We don't call upon the goddess Venus, just because we don't want to be against life that is. That's the only reason. That could be, we could argue over this point though. Okay, but I still haven't picked up a decent card that's good enough, that's fully satisfying, that's totally gratifying, that's homey, that's intellectual though, and that's not too say free or independent for you Virgo people. So Virgo people are beautiful people who are very in touch with their inner virginity. The virginity of being is the purity of the Holy Spirit in transcendence and opalescence towards the divine sun outside of us, and then we have a small sun in us. Okay, because I'm talking complicated matters, I would think that I was going to think that this card was for me, because it says seek an expert. So I thought that this was for me, but say you are crazy, so look for the help of someone who's not or isn't anymore. But again, it's for Virgos. We see here it's some type of Alice in Wonderland thing. I don't like how it's almost demonic. She put an insect, okay, on this. I would have probably used the not sure about the name of that character in English, but the Mad Hatter, that's it. I would have used the Mad Hatter instead of this insect. It says what it means, the card means is that we have to look for the advice of someone crazy, because the crazy ones are the one that we want to believe the most. But it's not say explicitly satanic, or the spirits wouldn't have brought me to buy this deck, but I would have used another type of character to convey the same message. Because we look at the card, we don't really see an expert, so we start wondering. And the thing is that the expert is to be seen where you least expect it. Lucifer is sometimes portrayed as an insect after he fell by some painters that are, you know, cursed, like Bosch, B-O-S-C-H. He misguidedly portrayed nuns and priests and the clergy in very negative. He put them under a very negative light. The card is telling you, Virgos, to be pure in your heart, and that's what's going to lead you towards the resolution of your problems through the help perhaps of a psychologist, in your case, the help of a counselor, a lawyer, an expert, a psychic, someone who knows what is, you know, what's the deal with a certain situation. Okay, Virgos are all about trends this year and all about pink this month. So who am I? Am I a Virgo? Dressed in pink today? Libras need to be more courageous. And the elves say religious. Courageous because they need to be free from burdens, free from toxic relationships, and they need the courage to do that. So you guys call on Archangel Samuel to give you the courage to do what you have to do. don't worry. You'll make it to start walking, okay? Libras are very just people in a very unjust world, isn't it so? So, on with Scorpios and their unmatched and unparalleled wit and their magnificent sarcasm and their wonderful mind and all this zodiacal tension that we are building upon them. Isn't it great? Wow. I was starting to see this video getting darker. I was thinking about the same. Turn on the light. Turn on the light because we want to turn on the light of God on every topic in our life that's blurry. We turn on the light. And the light helps us to see who we are better. It's necessary. It's delightful. It's wonderful. It's who we need to be. The light is the light of God. In every situation we have the light of God. Scorpios are more centered in the darkness of waiting, judging, and celebrating on their own when they're more negative. And all of these things sound dreadful, but some of them do. So stop. Turn on the light in your life. Mingle with people more. Don't be so cut off from society. Don't be like Woody Allen. Be more an outsider. You have what it takes to control your life and the lives of other people, especially now. Learn to use this talent and don't fall into silly criticism about people who could in the end be even more enlightened than you are even right now. Turn on the light and be enlightened. Okay? Sagittarius. Get over yourself. In 2 words, Sagittarius are being shallow and are being naive and are being definitely evil. You need to stop the pattern where you fell, and you need to realize that if someone wronged you a couple of weeks ago or more, because you were very weak back then astrologically, they need to be healed in the same way you do need to be healed. So get over it and get over yourself, especially. It's not how much hate you show that proves your strength. It's how much love you show that proves how much you're connected to God. What power does that give? All powers, including the power to be smart, including the power to be irresistible, and including the power to be in touch with your inner self. Okay? I want to be very in-depth for Capricorn, or as much as I can. We're about to close this reading, and it's about to be dark here in Italy, so no wonder if we'll see the new moon coming soon, because it was the new moon here at it's Thursday today, and the new moon was here today at about 11 a.m. so it's continuing. Capricorn. Oh, that's similar to the ones that we had for, I think it was Scorpio, was it? See the light. So then we had to turn on the light. Now someone else turned it on for you. Now we have to see the light. The light is on. We have to see it. So you are very blessed, but you're not realizing how blessed you are. Stop right there before you go on and see what you have to do for you, your sun, your life and everything you do, always. So be totally surrounded by people who help you and people who love you. And realize, open your eyes on the reality that's loving around you. Don't be too focused on the negative. Please, Capricorn and all signs, remember that you can always contact me. My name is Rocco. My last name is spelled Massarelli. I have beautiful Archangel Raphael on my Facebook profile if you want to add me or message me or email me for future astrology readings, forecasts, crystals, courses, Reiki, magic, spells, and everything you desire. Okay, I'm competent in what I do. Aquarius. Some of you who are more ahead of others could have resolved the problem for themselves, and because they are so helpful, they are trying to help a loved one, a friend, or to help others. The card again, I'm sorry, says clear the fog. There has been confusion in your life lately because you lacked substance and courage when substance and courage were needed and demanded. Now life is, say, punishing you, and life is telling you that you can heal the pain that you felt, and you can be totally healed in that and in everything else. Aquarius are born leaders, and they are because they help others, and when you help others, you lead others. Important thing is leading others where God would lead them, if only they listened more attentively. So my reading today is over. I want to thank you. There's no meditation today, but I want to call upon the elves to bless you and to forgive you in a way. So you forgive them, they forgive you. Shake hands, like they do in Catholic churches at the end of every service. You shake hands with your neighbor. A lot of people wash their hands after they shake hands with someone, you know. Never mind the germs. And I want to tell you a little bit about the new moon. As we said many times, the new moons are perfect for attracting abundance. Today's new moon in Virgo means that you are attracting a regeneration of your being that's very deep. So work on that for whatever it means for you, if it has a meaning. And we want to thank and bless the, say, architect or inventor of this deck of cards, called, again, the answer is simple, and her name is Sonia Choquette. Okay? So thank you, Sonia, for giving us this deck of cards that was sent to me just recently, and I got it in the mail some time ago. And use this time that you have to dispel any false myths that you might be entrapped in, whatever they're called. If it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. If it feels right, you recognize God. So I want to send you angel blessings, and the elves have a message for you that I'm channeling now. If you want to learn how to channel messages from the divine, again, you can contact me. The elves say that they're delighted to be in your company and they always be faithful to men. So thank you again for being with me today. And again, my name is Rocco. Our reading today was pretty long, but I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please subscribe to my channel and ask me for any type of help, because I'm here for you. Okay, this is a service. Ciao, and have a nice day.